everybody, it's Bonnie with B.Seeley and I'm here to bring you this makeup tutorial on the Sweet Peach palette. I hope you like it and thanks for tuning in. We're going to start out with a primer and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in anti-aging. So I'm just going to start by priming my lids. Okay, so now that I've primed my eyes, I'm going to go over it with White Peach, which is right here, just so it's not sticky on the lid. Just lightly brushing over that. I haven't really planned out a look here, I'm just kind of going on a whim. I'm going to go in with Peaches and Cream here, that's this bottom shade right here, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M504, one of my favorites. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go back and forth with mirrors here because I can barely see myself in front of me. So I'm going to try to stay inside this palette as much as possible, but sometimes that's hard with this palette because it doesn't have a lot of really light shades like highlight shades and transition shades. So I'm probably going to actually pull out a transition shade between Peaches and Cream and Puree, because that's a pretty big difference in color. I don't know if you can see like with the light, but I want something in between that. So you don't have to do this, you can skip ahead and just do that, but for it to blend better, I'd like something in between. And I think what I'm going to use is Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek. I really like this color. I've used it a lot, as you can see. Can you see the color of it? It looks so white in this camera, but it's like a camel sort of tan brown. I'm going to take this brush here. This is the Morphe M433. This is another one of my favorites. I use it quite often as well. I would say the two Morphe brushes that I just showed are the ones that I use more than any other brushes that I have. Mainly because I've had them the longest and I just know how to work with them, if that makes sense. Who knows? Also figuring out my lighting here. I'm about to get a backlight because my husband's so awesome. He's supposedly gonna help me with he's gonna help me with my studio, and that's how I got this ring light, so that's awesome of him. Thank you, babe. I love you. Oh gosh. Okay. So can you see that? I don't know. We're just going to build up a shadow. So I'm going to go in back with that again one more time just to deepen it in the corners. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out, you guys, but I really want to upload it, so I might upload it anyways, even if I hate it, just because I need to get used to being on YouTube. I'm going to go back into that fluffy brush with no product, and I'm just going to blend it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, this brush by Luxie. It's the 229. If you guys have heard of BoxyCharm, good, it's great. I don't know what I'm talking about. BoxyCharm is really awesome. I've gotten a lot of my brushes from BoxyCharm, including this one. You'll hear me talk about BoxyCharm all the time, I swear. I talk about it on a constant basis because I feel like it's really helped me like get things that I normally wouldn't buy. And that's pretty awesome. And it's only $21 a month. Okay, so I forgot to tell you what color I'm using in this crease here. So I'm using Puree. That's that one I was talking about. That's a little bit darker, or way darker than the white peach. Peaches and cream. Oh my god, I am all over the place. If I've confused you, you're welcome. No. It's the one right here, Puree. I'm using that one in the crease with this brush. We got it.
Remember, like, if it's for your eye shape, do that way. Like, use these colors, but use the technique for your eye shape. Like, my eye shape has changed over the years. I mean, it's always been pretty round, but now I have more of a hood, which is unfortunate for me.
I'm gonna go back with that blending brush here. I'm gonna blend it out slightly.
Yeah, and it's funny because in the mornings, my hood is worse than later, so like, when I make it in the morning, I'll do it like that, and then my eyes will change. Really unfortunate.
I have like perfect lighting so you guys can see everything perfectly. I'm also doing this with a front camera. I forgot, so it's not going to be the best quality. So I apologize for that. But I really just need to get used to I need to get used to talking to the camera, so. And I want to hook up a camera with like a viewfinder so that I can actually see myself. That would be awesome. Though I probably would end up looking at myself the whole time. Not in a shallow way. Just to make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong on there. Okay, so we've added Puree in there. I'm going to add a little bit more Puree in there. I love Puree. I think it's a beautiful shadow. It's just got like that perfect warmth to it. It's beautiful. Gonna go back in with that. Blending brush. Alright, I'm gonna take this brush. It's by Real Techniques. It's called the Base Shadow Brush. It's in their eyeshadow brush, or I don't even know. It's in this kit of these 4. And yeah, so it's this flat, tapered. You can see it's flat on that side, but it's fluffy. I like it for the crease, so I'm gonna use that and Summer Yum. This really pretty orangey red shade here. Alright, back to fluffy blending brush. Blend it out. Alright, I'm gonna go back in with Summer Yum again on that blush. Raise my brow. Bring it a little bit upwards. Alright, back to fluffy brush, blend it out. I think one of the most important things to have when you're doing makeup is tools. I mean, like, if you have some good tools, you can make the worst eyeshadow work. So just remember that. I mean, Morphe is super reasonably priced. I've talked to a couple people on Facebook about it. Each of these brushes costs, I think, $7, and I've had them for a really long time, and they haven't lost any hairs. They're in perfect condition. You can see they're beautiful. I like them a lot, and they're really inexpensive. I'm not sure how much Luxie is, but I really enjoyed their brand as well. BoxyCharm came out with, we got a set of 3 brushes, so that was really awesome. Again, BoxyCharm, I'm telling you, man, I got this brush from BoxyCharm. I got this brush from BoxyCharm. This one. So you should look into that if you are a makeup enthusiast and want to try new brands or new things. I only pay $20 a month. It's pretty cool. All right. I was disappointed about it. Okay, so that's pretty nice. I like that. I think it's really pretty, and I would probably wear this to work. It's just, I don't know, something about that warm eye look is just beautiful, in my opinion. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add, what am I gonna add? Okay, first I'm gonna take a makeup wipe. The edges here. So usually I just take my finger like so. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna use White Peach again. I'm gonna get a pretty good amount on there. I may have to use Fix Plus because, nope. Okay, so just gonna take that, pat it on the lid. I'm also going to take that White Peach and I'm going to go up on my brow bone here. So I'm super pale, so this works for me, the White Peach. If you're not so pale, you may have to move around colors a little bit. I'm going to go back in with that blending brush and just smooth out the edges here. So what I do before I put my makeup on is I have a oil by Eminence. That is their facial recovery oil. It's my favorite thing ever. I have extremely dry skin, so it helps just everything about my face. And I'll put it on in the morning, 30 minutes for my makeup, let it soak in, then dab off excess with a blotter paper. But right now I've had it sitting on my face for a good hour and a half, so there's like no excess oil, and if there is, it's gonna help me more than anything else. So that's what I do first, and then if I want a glow, which everyone seems to be into, I use this Jelly Pong Pong Cosmetics All Over Glow Illuminizer Gel, and this I got again in my BoxyCharm a while back. And I think I am actually going to repurchase it. I really like it. I went and changed my shirt because I was freezing to death. So I got a long sleeve shirt on now. And to talk about what we were doing, we just used the Jelly Pong Pong to brighten the face. Look at that glow. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. I don't know. I didn't like it at first. It didn't really work when I tried to mix it in with my foundation, but then I figured out to put it on before and it worked perfectly fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my foundation, which I have like barely any left. So this is a Sephora brush. This is a multitasker complexion brush. I really love it. Any brush like this is really awesome. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I think it's the Fit Me. I don't know. I think it's the Fit Me concealer. I think it's the matching concealer. To clean up that line, I'm going to use a smaller concealer brush for that. The Luxie 211 is what I'm going to use. This is the RMCA No Color Powder. It comes in the worst container ever. However, I think that's what keeps it cheap. So I won't complain. I'm just going to take this Luxie brush here, which is the 512. It's a contouring brush, but I use it for setting. So let's go underneath. I'm gonna take this guy here. This is a MAC brush. I'm not really sure what it was. It was in like one of their gift sets. Oh, the MAC 212, maybe. I don't know, it's just a thin, you get it. So I'm going to go back in with Puree under that lash line. I'm going into Summer Yum, and I'm going to do the same thing. More on the outer edge though. I'm going to take that blending brush that I had earlier, kind of wipe it off because I did have that dark color on it, and then blend it out. So I'm happy with that, but I'm also going to do a little bit of darker on the outer. So I'm going to take that Charmed, I'm sure, that dark brown, and just really close to the lash line on the outer part. Go in. Just to really open up the eye. Back into that blending. Ah, wrong one. I have like an array of brushes in front of me, so that don't want to go in there blind. Could end up sticking this in my eye. That would not be fun. Alright, so we're getting close to the finished look here. I love this look. I don't know. This is my go-to look. I tend to do this all the time. I do it with the peach palette, and then I also do it with my other palette here. I have a few orangey shades that I love that are similar. So Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek is a really nice one to do sort of like this look. It's actually like, now that I look at it, it's almost as if Puree and Summer Yum had a baby. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, so if you can't afford the palette, you could just get a couple of these. So like Summer Yum and Puree are sort of like Cocoa Bear here from Makeup Geek. These are $6 a pan. So that might be a good alternative for you. And then you could also get Creme Brulee, that's by Makeup Geek. And that's going to be in between Peaches and Cream and Puree. And then another shade that's sort of similar to Peaches and Cream. It's a lot dark. It's not a lot darker, but it's a little bit darker, is Peach Smoothie. So those three are my favorite: Peach Smoothie, Cocoa Bear, and what did I say? Creme Brulee. Sorry. I've had those for a really long time. So when this palette came out, I was really excited because they're similar shades. All right, stop rambling. So now we're gonna do my brows. I'm gonna do my brows before I do my lashes. So let's see. I use this Chella eyebrow pencil, and I also use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. Sometimes, I don't know, like my hair right now is a disaster. I'm getting it dyed soon, and so I have like horrible grow out. So my hair is pretty dark right now for me. My hair is usually very light, but I still don't think, I got soft brown accidentally instead of taupe, and that was a really bad choice for a blonde person. So I'm going to use the taupe Chella eyebrow pencil. Looks like this. I also got it with BoxyCharm.
I'm gonna start by making little individual strokes. Going to the bottom where I want it to start. And you can see what a big difference that makes in the front of the brow. And then to soften the lines, I'll take a spoolie and kind of just go over it. Like so. Oh, looks like they're odd. Are they? Yeah, a little bit, huh? I could spend hours trying to get my brows to be even. But remember, they're sisters, not twins, right? I think that's good enough.
I'll put on this, the Brow Gal by Tanya Crook's Brow Gel. Again, BoxyCharm. So now, I'm going to put mascara on. And right now I've been into this Hypnose Lancome mascara. It's not, I don't know, I really like it, but it's hard to remove in my opinion. I like a mascara that just kind of just comes off super easily. I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna add falsies. I think I really enjoy it without, I don't know. Think about it. So what I'm going to do now is highlight and bronze. So I'm going to take my Tartiest Pro Glow palette that smells like vanilla, which is amazing. It smells so good. And I'm going to take their shade Sculpt to sculpt my face. And I'm going to use this brush from school. It's just, you can buy something like this. This is Wet n Wild, or this is from Coastal Scents, but it's just a tapered brush. This is from MAC. But any brush like that will work. I'm sure that you can find one from any brand. So I'm going to use two different highlights today. I haven't tried this yet, and I'm really excited about it. It's the Vintage Highlighter Duo by Jessica Liebeskind. It looks like this. There's a pinky shade and a gold shade, and I'm going to go for the gold shade. And I'm going to use my old brush. Take another one and I'm gonna put it on top. I think I'm gonna put strobe, which is this top shade in the Glow palette. I just love it. I can't stop smelling it. And I'm actually just going to take it on that big fluffy brush that we used earlier in the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to just do a little bit on the top. And then I'm going to bring in my inner corner highlight, which I always use Nylon by MAC. It's a pretty common inner corner highlight for us white folk. So that's what it looks like. Ooh. Can't even focus. Focus. Front camera. Yay. And I'm gonna take that same brush, dip it in, tap. So let's do lips. I did a scrub right before this, but that was like 2 hours ago, so let's hope that my lips are moisturized enough for lip color. Okay, so lip liner is on. Now I'm going to put, this is the Meet Matte Hues by the Balm. And it is a really pretty color. I don't know what color it is. It's a sample from B.Seeley. My friend gave it to me before my wedding, and I wore it at my wedding. Or I was going to wear it at my wedding and I didn't. Oh, that's funny. It's called Committed. Huh. This is the complete look. What do you think? I like it a lot. I think it's really pretty. I think it's fresh. I think it's not too intense for work. If you have blue eyes, I think it'll really bring out that blue. And yeah, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.